The theme I'd like to discuss today is, are there more responsible ways to spend $180 million?
The answer is yes.
The answers that you're looking for are lying just beyond the frame.
And as I said to Ryan in a text last night, the first thing I can think of is just buying lottery tickets.
Yeah.
I think that would be a much more responsible use of $180 million. Next is investing in horse-drawn buggies, because I think there's a real future for that. And perhaps the bringing back Blockbuster and DVD rentals, I think, would be another more responsible way to spend $180 million.
All those three prior to investing in this film. That's what I'll tell you that.
Oh, there are so many better ways to spend it than what we saw on the screen. Look, I don't need everything to be highbrow, but here's my requirement for those making movies if they want me to come and see their film. And here's the specific ingredient. And I thought of this, again, I was thinking of F1 while watching this.
Okay.
And that is, the ingredient to me is passion. It's just giving a shit.
Okay.
And I did not see that on the screen with Jurassic. And more specifically, the passion that actors, directors, and writers bring to a project. When actors bring genuine passion, to me, you can see it.
You could feel it.
And yeah, exactly. And to me, that can make the difference in a movie. It also makes a difference if the actors, directors, writer have real passion for the subject at hand. For example, last week, Ryan and I did an episode on the F1 movie. Was the premise believable? Not for a second. Were some of the lines a bit cheesy and clunky? No doubt. Were racing tactics a complete work of fiction? For sure. But I could tell that the people involved in making that movie did it with love, and they love Formula One racing.
That's a great point.
And the movie, flaws and all, was a celebration of Formula One racing. And that passion helped me suspend disbelief and cut the movie the kind of slack that I did not cut this movie.
No, you're right. That's a really good point, because I do sometimes, I mean, look, some of my favorite movies are these kind of like cheesy, blockbustery, popcorny films.
Yeah.
But I can feel that they cared. I can feel that there was love and there was artistry and people showed up and they wanted to make something good.
Exactly. Like the last Top Gun to me.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a highbrow or a perfect film or some indie drama like moving, it doesn't have to be that. I can really enjoy like a Mission Impossible, just sitting back watching some action or whatever, or a John Wick. But I can tell that the people involved really gave a shit.
That's right.
And that comes across. But it was like a vapid, empty, soulless vessel that I just couldn't care any less about. Everyone was phoning it in.
Yep.
It felt like the effort was completely gone, and it just left me feeling empty.
Do you, of course you remember this, but me too. The Mahershala Ali's son, we gather, had passed away, and his marriage split up because of it. And we were sad for about 3 beats. And then we had a smile and we moved on.
Yep.
That, I was like, what? What just happened?
Yep. Or all the moments where like Scarlet Jo's out on the deck at night and she's crying for some reason we don't know. And then the guy comes out and he's like, "Oh, sorry. Are you going through something?" Or it's like, what are we doing?
She's like, "No, it's allergies." I mean, come on. Of course I'm going through something.
It's just absolutely absurd.
Oh, it was painful. So
all of it was absurd.
So this movie and the F1 movie showed me that passion is a crucial ingredient in making movies. And really, passion is a vital ingredient in life. No?
Yeah.
I mean...
absolutely.
That said, this kind of blew me away when I was looking up stuff about this movie. The director, Gareth Edwards, jumped at the chance to direct this movie. He loved the original Jurassic Park and said, "This is, quote, the only movie that would make me drop everything like a stone and dive in." He was actually thinking of going on a break. This opportunity came up. He took it. I think a break would have been good.
I'm in favor of a break next time. That director who gets the call about the next Jurassic World, I'm in favor of a break. Turn it down.
Exactly. So I'm just wondering, Ryan, if you have more thoughts about passion, if you actually think I'm hitting on something, I think you do think that.
I absolutely do. No, I think you're 100% correct. I like Gareth Edwards' work. It's worth noting. I like his work. I liked The Creator. That was a blockbustery popcorn film that came out a couple of years ago. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I liked Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
I did too.
That's some of people's favorite Star Wars film, and it's a spin-off. It's like a prequel.
Yeah.
It's not even a part of the original. So I don't know, man. Like, I believe in his work, and it's strange to hear him say that this was like. I get that, because so many filmmakers and so many people in the industry, Jurassic Park is so formative and so crucial to our movie-going experience in life and our memories. So I get it as a director or as an artist to be like, oh my God, I've got a chance to direct a Jurassic World movie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But for it to turn out to be this much of a mess makes me question his, I don't know.
Me too.
In general.
Here's another thing I think about that. These things run through my head. My acting teacher. You want the choices that you make as an actor to make sense, and so much didn't. And it was such basic, small stuff again that I couldn't. It made me think the director's letting too much stuff. Either I just disagree with the choices, or the director didn't have a really good idea of the tone that he wanted. Because it was kind of like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We're in on the joke, but then it'd be kind of serious. And I was so confused by the shifts of tone. I didn't know what to make of this movie. And then there were little things like Rupert Friend's wardrobe. The guy gets on this ship in a suit. What the come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just we get that you're the corporate guy. We get it.
Yeah, you don't need to be wearing a suit to an island in the middle of
And if you were really in that biotech industry, that's not the dress code. that's just not.
It was all so lazy and regurgitated. Like, even down to the scene with the girl, she's got to hide in the gas station because the raptor or whatever's in there, and they're on the. It's like all these things were just regurgitated from previous Jurassic Parks. It's like they just took them all. It's like somebody fed it into. My girlfriend said it's like somebody fed it into ChatGPT and was like, write a new Star Wars movie, and this is what or Jurassic Park movie, and this is what we got.
Yeah,
because everything was just a regurgitated, lazy mess. I didn't buy any of the acting. I didn't buy any of the motivations, the tone.
I didn't either. Yep.
None of it made sense. And then it felt so... Here's a difference for me.
Okay.
You're saying passion, and I agree with that 100%. For me, a lot of it is honesty.
That's a great way to put it.
Genuine? Is it coming from a place of genuine honesty? And this felt so manufactured.
I guess to me that now that you're saying that, to me that maybe those are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be passionate about something, you won't go for stuff that doesn't work. You won't go for stuff that isn't honest.
Yeah,
you just won't.
Yeah, you want it to be genuine. You want it. I feel when a filmmaker, when an actor, when a writer is being genuine and honest and it's grounded. I feel that so much. We're going to talk about another movie later where I felt that so much. And then with this, I wasn't able to feel any of it. They tried to manufacture some emotional moment with Mahershala Ali's character at the end, where I was just supposed to all of a sudden give a shit and be like moved by his sacrifice. Yeah, and I couldn't have cared. I couldn't have cared if it was less possible.
Either. I couldn't have cared less either.
It was manufactured. It felt like it was made in a lab. Like it was people. It's just like a corporate. Just glob of mess.
Absolutely true.
Don't go see this. Don't go see this movie, please.
Right.
For the love of God, don't go see this movie. There's going to make more.
Yeah, very true. And again, like I'd said earlier, I really feel like people who, they know who they are, the people who are going to this movie and want to see it, maybe despite what you might hear ahead of time. And we just can't stop those people from voting with their dollars. But No, if you love films like Ryan and I do, this is painful. It was really, really painful. And both of us had said, that we wanted to walk out. And that is for me to, I mean,
it's got to be real bad.
So bad. I mean, and just for it to feel like such a waste of my time and my life.
That's 2 hours I'll never get back. It's funny. I put a review on Letterboxd and I was like, well, it sucks that the best part of this was the preview for the Odyssey that showed before. It's funny because we got through the previews and there was no Odyssey preview. And I went, damn, that's like kind of like the reason why I came to this. And there was guys behind me sitting and they were talking the same thing. Like, what the hell? Where was it? What are we doing here? And then after the trailer played for the Odyssey, they go, all right, well, time to leave. And I was like, damn, I should have left with them because this was, that's 2 hours you'll never get back. That's a waste.
Yep.
And here's where I feel bad. I guess people are enjoying it. They're entertained, whatever. But people are spending their hard-earned money, man.
Yeah.
They're spending $20 a ticket to go see this. Taking their family, it's $100 evening. And they're seeing dog shit, horse shit, bullshit.
Absolutely true.
It couldn't be worse.
The family of four sitting next to me eating pizza at 9 a.m., which was just, wow, what a decision that was. But the little girl...
Living life on the edge.
Exactly. The little girl I'd say was 9. They were like a little young for some of the scenes,
Sure.
I thought. But I'm not a parent. And
Right.
they aren't my kids. I get it. But family of 4, pizzas, big popcorn, big sodas.
Oh.
I was like, how much coin did they just drop? And at some point, the little girl says to her mother, how many minutes?
Oh, that was, you mean you both.
She read my mind.
Yeah, I should have said, you mean you.
I did. I kept looking at my watch. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think there's only 15 minutes left. I actually perked up at that.
It's rare for me.
It's going to end soon.
It's rare for me to be sitting there pulling out my phone going,
Totally. I got texts, and admittedly, I'm looking at my watch and I'm reading my texts, and that's
what
just
a snooze fest, man.
It is, and
what a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, and what a waste of $180 million.
Like you said, there's plenty of ways better spent, like a lottery ticket or a DVD collection.
For Mahershala Ali, Rupert Friend, ScarJo, for that caliber to be phoning it in,
cash doesn't matter.
Just stunning.
Do it for the cash.
Just stunning. Ryan, I think we've built this. We've beat this film to a pulp. So I think we're just going to wrap it up right
Sorry,
here.
folks.
Yeah.
Not a very
Sorry
uplifting
for that
episode.
movie, not for our episode. Sorry for that movie.
Yeah.
True. Not very uplifting, but we had to get it off our chest. So thanks for being patient with us. And thank you for joining us today. And remember, as always, you're the main character of your own life. So don't be afraid to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, because sometimes the answers you've been looking for are lying just beyond the frame. We'll see you next time.
Peace.